Bill Couser's passion for the land is the basis for a philosophy of life that can best be described as family, farming, and faith.
How many people do you know actually dig that little hole, they put this round sphere in it, and they have faith that it will produce?
When this fourth-generation farmer started farming in 1977, he had the attitude that he was going to whip the world. But Couser struggled in the beginning. The first year he lost his crop to drought, the second to pests, and the third to hail. But over the past 3.5 decades, Couser has managed to increase the size of his operation. The number of acres tilled has grown from 234 to 5,000, and his cattle herd has increased from a handful to 3,500 head. Couser is continually searching for ways to make his operation run more efficiently to keep production costs down. One example of his work to continually improve his operation was development of a field-based management processor known as the Alternative Technology, or AT system. Approved by the Environmental Protection Agency and Iowa Department of Natural Resources, the AT system filters runoff from Couser's feedlot and helps lower the cost of production by recovering the nutrient value of the effluent as fertilizer.
When we started this project back in 2004, the DNR told us if it failed, it was our responsibility to bring it to code. Our guys, our feedlot, our family operation does not accept failure. We were going to make this work somehow.
The design, based on work by Iowa State University scientists, uses gravity to channel the effluent through a line of biomass filters made from soybean straw into a holding area. Any remaining liquid is funneled into a nearby 2.5-acre vegetative infiltration basin, or VIB. Anything that does not evaporate in the VIB is pumped to a vegetative treatment area, or VTA, where the water is absorbed by various grasses. As the grasses mature, they can then be fed to the cattle. If any water remains in the VTA, it can be sprayed on nearby crops. Any solids remaining in the area above the holding basin can be scraped up and spread as fertilizer. When the bales can no longer filter the effluent, they are shredded and used as bedding for the cattle. The bedding also is scraped up and spread on nearby fields. According to Couser, who utilizes 3 ATs on his operation, it costs between $100 and $150 to install the system. All of the work has been a factor in Couser earning several land stewardship and Good Neighbor awards. Among the 8 people working on the diversified operation is one of Couser's sons, Tim. The younger Couser graduated from college in 2009 and took a job with John Deere. Despite a promising career, Tim realized late last year what he truly loved to do was grow crops and raise cattle.
It's not easy to leave a good desk job. It's really not. And the people are what make a job, and that's what made it fun. It's just that when there's an opportunity come up to be out on the farm, boy, that's hard to give up.
After returning to the farm in February, Tim started hedging his own cattle as a marketing strategy. Both Cousers use hedging as part of their individual marketing plans, and the two meet throughout the day to discuss the commodity markets. Couser's enthusiasm for working the land goes beyond the farm gate. Believing an ethanol plant would keep his community alive, he helped gather the $40 million needed to open Lincoln Way Energy.
Today, it should almost be illegal that we just grind a kernel of corn and feed it to an animal. Now, all of a sudden, we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that stay in our community because we have these products that are used locally and sold around the world. It's no longer just a kernel of corn.
During the planning phase, it was discovered that several ethanol plants had diverted corn sales away from the local elevator, forcing them out of business. To prevent the loss of what the board felt was an integral part of the community, Lincoln Way Energy decided to purchase all the corn from the adjacent Key Cooperative.
This way, my co-op, which I need for my fuel, my fertilizer, some of my feed, and my grain delivery, now is in business because of Lincoln Way Energy right next door to it, and everything is sustainable.
The production of biofuels began in 2006. Today, Besides making 50 million gallons of ethanol annually, waste carbon dioxide is captured for the food industry, the corn oil is pulled off for various uses, and the distiller's dried grains, a byproduct of the production process, are sold as animal feed. As a past president and current board member, Couser is optimistic Lincoln Way Energy will take the next big step and begin cellulosic production. Global technology leader DuPont, parent company of Pioneer Hybrid, a national underwriter of Market to Market, is considering the Nevada, Iowa plant as one possible location for a bolt-on cellulosic operation.
Our investors are happy, we're happy. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun.
It's clear Couser's success has not reduced his excitement for farming or his commitment to the community. No matter what, he plans to continue farming with his family even after he passes the operation on to the next generation.
I think all of us that farm today do not plan to get rid of this dinosaur when we retire. This is our 401k plan. How do we continue it? And when I look at where have we come since 1977, why did we survive? Why did we survive the 80s? What made us different? To this day, I don't know. How often do you have an occupation where you can actually spend your whole day with your family?
For Market to Market, I'm David Miller.